Hey folks, it's going to be a guitar lesson on the Beatles song Dear Prudence off the White Album, John Lennon song. I was recently listening to the new remixed White Album, and in particular the Esher demo tapes, and kind of just again rediscovered the beauty of this song, the acoustic playing by John Lennon. I guess it was taught to him by Donovan in India, at least part of it, I guess. But regardless, beautiful song. I will state I always hesitate to post the Beatles lesson. I know there's a lot of Beatlemaniacs out there who want the song played exactly how the Beatles and John Lennon played it, and I can't give you that. What I'm going to do is my typical lessons, which is my kind of interpretation, as close to the original as I can get, but I want to make it a little fuller for a solo acoustic guitar performance. This song is also really a good song to play as a warm-up song. There's a lot of stretching, interesting fingering patterns. So sometimes I'll play this just to warm up before a set or something. I find it useful that way too. Not sure if this is quite a beginner song, probably a beginner to intermediate song. It's all picked, so I'm not a guitar picker per se. So if you can't pick, it might be a little difficult, but I don't think there's really a way to play this with strumming. But anyway, let's get into the lesson and see where we go. I'm going to break the lesson into 3 parts. There's the intro and the outro, which I'm going to save for the end of the lesson. We'll start with the verse and then we'll do the middle part. So we'll do those 3 parts. The guitar is in drop D tuning. I'm not sure if John Lennon had his guitar in drop D tuning or any of the Beatles, but when I play this solo, I like to have it in drop D tuning. It adds to the droning, hypnotic effect of the song. And again, it's all going to be all picked. So it's going to sound, the verse is going to sound something like this. So first, we'll just do the descending bass pattern, which really makes the song, is D with a C to B flat. So D, C, B, B flat. And you're going to be playing the bass notes with the D. The song is in the key of D major, if I didn't say that. So you're going to be playing basically a D chord with those bass notes. And I'll just show you how I finger it. There's probably a million ways to do it. There's probably better ways to do it, but this is the way I do it. So I just start with a regular D chord. That's the first. Then I add with my pinky the C bass note. Sometimes I hit some other strings when I do this. It's a little hard, so I just did there. Then the B bass note, I use my first or index finger, and then I drop it to the B flat, and I have to stretch. So it goes like this. You can see the stretch with the B flat. C, B flat, stretch. The other thing I'd say while I'm doing that, you want to keep hitting, you want to hit the drop D 6th string, but you also want to hit the first string, which is going to be on an F sharp, the second string, first string on the 2nd fret, the F sharp note, the high note. You want to hit both, so you have the low and the high. Again, it adds the hypnotic, repetitive sound to this song. So there's the F sharp, there's the F sharp, whoops, F sharp. And there we're just adding a C, a regular C, G, back to D. The only thing I'll say is the C, again, because we're in drop D tuning, you don't want to play the low 6th string, which is in D. You don't want to play that, so you want to just play the C from the 5th string down. And then the G, I'm playing on the 3rd fret. Basically a G bar chord at the 3rd fret. I'm just not playing the top 6th string again, so for me I just hold the chord that way. Reminds me not to play the 6th string. Back to the D. Learning it, I would recommend just play that over and over again, get the stretch, get the feel of that, And you know, you can hit the low D string anytime you really want, just to add a little fullness to it. Sometimes it masks a mistake too. And then C, G, D. Now we'll play the middle part. Look around, round, 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 round. Look around, round, 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 round. Look around. So the middle part, the look around part, is again in a D. Then you go up to G at the 3rd fret, but you're leaving the 4th string ringing in D. Again, we're droning D a lot. So we start a D, to a G at the 3rd fret, to an A at the 5th fret, to a G, back, and repeat D, 3rd fret, G, A at the 5th fret, 3rd fret, G, then F at the 1st fret, then G sharp, back to G at the 3rd fret, then D. Again, those chords, you're saying the same shape, the G, but you're leaving the 4th string open for all those. Same shape. So the A, back to the D, back to the G, and then you go to the F, same shape. Then the G sharp or A flat, either way, same shape, down to G, and resolve to a D. So that's really the whole song minus the intro and the outro, which we'll do now. But again, I think it's good to just repeat it, practice it, use it as a warm-up. It's really a fun song to play. So now for the intro, I'm going to try to give you open guitar chord shapes, is the way I think about it, and move them up on the neck of the guitar where it has to be played. So the first shape's not really a standard shape, but I think of it as a D7th. You know, a D7th chord, but I'm sliding my 2 fingers on the 3rd and 1st string up a fret. So the shape we're going to start with is the 1st and 3rd string of the 3rd fret and the 2nd string of the 1st fret. That shape, you're just going to slide that shape up to the 12th fret of the guitar, which is your double notes there. So it should sound something like that. Again, you're in drop D tuning, which is very helpful. So that's the shape. Hopefully you can see it. So I'll try to explain it one time. You're on the 2nd string at the 12th fret, and then at the 14th fret, you're on the 1st and the 3rd string. That's the shape. Everything else is open. So it starts like that. Then you just drop it down to the 10th fret, same shape. So 12th fret, 10th fret. And you stay on the 10th fret. This shape, I'm going to call it the D minor 7th shape. If you know a D minor 7th, open the 1st and 2nd string of the 1st fret and the 3rd string of the 2nd fret. That shape, you're just going to bring that up to the 10th fret. So we'll start again at the 12th, the way it starts. Stay at the 10th fret, and then drop to the 8th fret, same that D minor 7th shape. So again, 12th fret, 10th fret, stay at the 10th fret with the new shape, the D minor 7th fret, and now drop it to the 8th fret. Then go to the 7th fret and just do a D shape, a regular D. Now we're going to drop it to again to the 5th fret in that D minor 7th shape. Then you're going to drop to the 3rd fret, and it's kind of a C variation. Your finger, 1st string, 3rd fret, and then the 2nd and 3rd strings at the 5th fret. Everything else is open. I'll try to slow it down a little bit if I can. So we're going to start on the 12th fret, and again hit the low droning D string. Just one little tip, again, there's probably another way to play that, but that's the way I like to play it. On that C shape at the 3rd fret, the last chord you're playing before you resolve to the D, you can hammer on the bottom E string. Kind of adds a little flavor to it. So let me do the run real quick and I'll show you what I mean. Has a little, it's got to kind of play around with it. It has a really cool sound if you get it right. So that's Dear Prudence from the White Album. I hope you like that. I hope that helps you out. And thanks a lot for watching. Have a great day.